the identity shift. Building habits around who you are, not what you want. The life you want is not being blocked by a lack of motivation, not by bad luck, not by a lack of opportunity, but by the identity you wake up with every single day. Because most people spend their lives chasing outcomes. They chase success, they chase confidence, they chase wealth, they chase discipline, they chase fitness, they chase happiness. But they never stop to ask the most important question: who am I becoming? And that question changes everything, because goals can change your actions for a moment, but identity changes your actions for a lifetime. Think about it. A person who says, "I want to run a marathon," will run when they feel motivated. But a person who says, "I am a runner," runs because that is who they are. A person who says, "I want to write a book," writes occasionally. But a person who says, "I am a writer," finds a way to write even on difficult days. A person who says, "I want to be successful," keeps waiting for success to arrive. But a person who says, "I am the kind of person who creates success," acts differently every single day. This is the identity shift, and it is one of the most powerful transformations a human being can experience. Most people have been taught to focus on results: lose 20 pounds, make more money, build a business, get the promotion, reach the destination. But results are temporary. Identity is permanent. Results are what you achieve. Identity is what you believe, and your beliefs shape your behavior. Every action you take is casting a vote for the person you are becoming. Every workout is a vote. Every page you read is a vote. Every promise you keep is a vote. Every difficult conversation you face instead of avoiding is a vote. You do not become disciplined in one day. You become disciplined one vote at a time. You do not become confident overnight. You become confident every time you keep a promise to yourself. And that is why your habits matter so much. Because habits are not just actions. They are evidence. Evidence that supports your identity. The reason many people fail is because they are trying to force habits that do not match who they believe they are. They say, "I want to be healthy," but deep inside, they still see themselves as unhealthy. They say, "I want to be productive," but secretly, they believe they are lazy. They say, "I want to be successful," but they identify with failure, and every day their actions return to the identity they know. Because behavior always follows belief. The strongest force in human psychology is the need to remain consistent with who we think we are. So if you want to change your life, stop focusing only on what you want. Start focusing on who you need to become. Ask yourself, what would a disciplined person do today? What would a confident person do today? What would a leader do today? What would a champion do today? Then do that. Even if it is small, even if nobody sees it, even if it feels uncomfortable. Because greatness is not built in giant moments. It is built in small decisions, repeated consistently. The world celebrates dramatic transformations, but real transformation is usually invisible. It happens when you wake up early instead of sleeping in. It happens when you choose growth over comfort. It happens when you keep going after the excitement is gone. It happens when nobody is watching. And one day, those small actions become habits. Those habits become character. That character becomes identity. And that identity creates a life that once seemed impossible. So stop asking, how do I achieve this goal? Start asking, who must I become to achieve it? Because the moment your identity changes, everything changes. Your standards rise, your habits improve, your confidence grows, your excuses lose power, your future expands. You stop chasing success and start becoming the person success naturally follows. Remember this, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. So choose carefully who you become. Because every decision, every action, every habit is writing the story of your future self. And the greatest shift you can ever make is not changing what you want. It is changing who you believe you are. Become that person. Act like that person. Think like that person. Live like that person. And watch your entire life transform. Because lasting success begins with one powerful decision. The decision to build your habits around who you are becoming, not around what you are trying to get.